Hey, how's it going, everybody? Charlie Wilson here, aka Sinister Charlie. Welcome back. Hi. Hey, we got some more Fat Electrician, and they're doing construction. But my heating and air conditioning, or my heating isn't working, but they're fixing that. Anyway, I don't know what that had to do with any of this. Yeah, world's deadliest moped, Vespa 150 TAP. I like a good Vespa, honestly. If you've ever seen Fooly Cooley, I really want that Vespa. That'd be pretty cool to have. Yeah, so let's get into it. Big Meg Boom. Right.
Today we're talking about the deadliest moped of all time. Ladies and gentlemen, France's Vespa 150 TAP, a.k.a. the Bazooka Vespa. Yeah, this is a French design. It's not even American. But I'm going to do a video on it anyways because game recognized game. I mean, look at the quality of grunts and crafts they got going on over there. I'm not even sure where to start. First of all, despite the name, that's not actually a bazooka. That's a 75mm anti-tank recoilless rifle. Yeah, you ever heard of Uber Eats? This is Uber Retreats. They literally just slapped an anti-tank cannon onto a moped and called it good. I mean, the dude driving the thing literally has to sit on top of the barrel, which I think might actually make this the world's first crotch rocket. I'm not really sure.
Yeah,
but there's one thing I am sure of, and that's this thing is definitely in the running for the weirdest military motorcycle of all time. I mean, it's got to be between this and the Kettenrad, that time during World War II when the Germans wanted to make a half tank, half motorcycle. You know, for all those situations where you've thought to yourself, man, I wish I had a vehicle that had all the mobility of a tank and all the safety features of a motorcycle. What a great idea. Dumb. I mean, let's be honest, the only reason they ever built that was to show off their engineering prowess. And I will give it to them, the Germans can engineer just about anything.
The Germans.
Except for a World War win. This video is getting demonetized. So, this video is brought to you by Aventon e-bikes. I personally have their adventure mountain bike, and it's way more fun than I ever thought it would be.
Dude, that's pretty awesome. I mean, if I was more in the rural parts of Arizona, I live in Arizona. If I was in the more rural parts, then that'd be pretty sick. But I'm in like Tucson, like the city. So maybe the eastern part of Tucson would be good.
It can go 45 miles on a single charge, and it can get up to 28 miles an hour without me even having to pedal. I'm trying to tell you, it's all the childhood fun of riding a bike with none of the exercise, and I still get to let the Amish people know that me and Nicola are homeboys, which is priceless. So if you're ever in the market for an e-bike, I would recommend Aventon. I'll have them linked in the description down below.
I think that's like a misconception. Amish people actually do use electricity, just not in their homes or something. I don't know how it works.
Anyways, back to this monstrosity. One word comes to mind. Why? Why is this a thing? Well, like every great grunts and crafts project, there were failures that needed to be addressed. And as a wise man would say, failure is a pathway to innovation, which is a politically correct way of me trying to tell you that France got their fucking ass beat by tanks in World War II, and this was their solution. Now, if you don't know, France has had one of the most dominant military histories of all time. And
have they, though? Have they? What, like back in the 1400s? When they were the Franks? I don't know.
Despite what a lot of people think or say, France actually had a very, very powerful military during World War II. But what had happened was France was doing the normal, logical, conventional thing at the time by putting all their men evenly along their entire border. And Germany decided to use a new tactic known as the Blitzkrieg, which is basically they utilize their entire force to punch through the enemy line in one small spot and then just trailblaze a path all the way to the enemy objectives. Here's an animation of what that looks like to give you a better idea. This immediately put the French on their heels, and they were never able to actually recover during World War II, and this is why they ended up surrendering in only like 6 weeks.
Wow, that sounds like a really powerful military. It's like, I don't know. I guess the tactics weren't there, huh, France? No offense. Omelette tout fromage.
And because of surrendering in only 6 weeks, this is where all the jokes come from about like France retreating all the time. You know, like, oh, French tanks have 16 gears, 15 in reverse, and only 1 forward, you know, in case the enemy ambushes them from behind. That's where those jokes come from. And as I'm sure you all know, the Allied forces won World War II and France was restored. Then in like the 1950s, their military leadership decided, hey, we should probably have a plan in case this ever happens again. Well, the problem with the Blitzkrieg attack is you don't actually know where it's going to take place. So the only way that you could really counter it is to have a very mobile, very fast responding anti-tank force. So they came up with the Bazooka Vespa and gave it to their paratrooper units. Yeah, the paratroopers were literally going to yeet the Vespas out the back of the plane and then yeet themselves out the back of the plane. And then as soon as they landed semi-close to the battlefield, they'd hop on their Vespas, find where the enemy tanks were.
By the way, now that I'm thinking about it, because I like to judge myself a lot, Franks might have been like like 1000s AD, not 1400. I don't know. Anyway.
Just start yeeting the spicy baguettes at them. I'm just going to level with you. I love it. I think it's a genius idea. Because post-World War II, there was a metric fuck ton of recoilless rifles and ammunition left over. And France had their own factories for manufacturing Vespas, and they were relatively cheap. I mean, this entire setup only cost them $500 at the time. To put that into perspective, a German Tiger tank during World War II cost $300,000. So if you got the chance to take out a $300,000 tank with a $500 Vespa, that's worth it. And it's fucking demoralizing. I mean, let's be honest.
Here's the thing. They came up with it after World War II, right? Like, to make sure it didn't happen again. But it's like, did it really work? I don't... It's interesting. It's cool. But I don't know.
Conclusion, at this point in time, I think I've got to give the coolest / weirdest military motorcycle of all time title to the French. And if you could think of something cooler / weirder than this, let me know in the comments down below and I'll look into it. If you made it this far, thanks for watching. Best way to support the channel is go buy some merch at thefatelectrician.com. Quack bang out.
Learned about the French. Apparently they're pretty cool. I don't know, because I've had a lot of bad experiences. They kind of suck. No offense to the French. No. I bag on the French more than the Canadians. No, I don't think the French suck, but you know, it's easy. It's low-hanging fruit. It's like bagging on white trash, like you know, rednecks. It's easy. It's yeah. There's a lot of stuff to bag on Americans for too. Yeah, there you go. That was cool. That was fun. So any French people in the comments, please, I'm sorry. You can bag on me all you want. We're stupid. Americans are stupid. We're fat. We're lazy. We drive everywhere, which is probably why we're fat and lazy. So yeah, there you go. All right. Thanks a lot for watching. I really appreciate it. Please like and subscribe down below. And leave suggestions in the comments if you want to. I love you, especially the French. I love you. This is going to be weird. Okay, bye.